Well, today we need to do a little bit of further investigation because we may have discovered the first sheep disease on the farm. Hello, good morning. Good morning. I know, I've almost run out. I'm still waiting for consistent laying from this Ixworth hen. I got one egg the other day that I showed and laid it in the mud, and then she did lay another one inside and I put it in my pocket. And you can guess what happened. I forgot about it and I cracked it. It feels super spring-like today. I know we're still in January, but it's about 7-8 degrees. There's lots of birds singing. Yesterday I saw a goldcrest. I've never seen one of those here before. I'm very excited. But I saw a male bullfinch, the great tits are singing, the blackbirds are singing, and also some plant life is starting to stir as well. So if you remember the other day, we actually came and we put in those snowdrops, and look, they are already starting to appear above the soil. There's also a ton of buds starting to appear on these elderberries, which just signals that spring is only around the corner. And I'm glad it's feeling spring-like because this little lady is due for babies this coming weekend. She hasn't really made a nest yet. She has been collecting hay and pulling it in here, but she hasn't started pulling fur yet. So when I was up here a couple of days ago putting up the stock fencing for the rams and Consuela, I noticed they had a couple of bumps on their nose, Montague and Consuela. And I just want to get in there and check it out because it might be off. So I just need to have a closer look. Hello! Good morning! How are we? How are we? Huh? I know, I'm going to come and look at your nosies. I am. So if you've never heard of ORF, I like to kind of equate it to a cold sore, like the herpes virus. Once they have it, it's in their system forever, but the first time they get it, is the worst, and then they have a little bit of antibodies and it doesn't come out so bad. It basically comes up as lumps and sores all around the mouth, and they can split open and become really bloody and horrible. And then also in older sheep that have had it before, they often just get some bumps across the nose. On a small farm like this, it's really not a problem. On open farms, like where I used to work, it's a massive issue because it's zoonotic. And zoonotic means that it can transmit from animals to us, so we can catch ORF. Now, obviously, I'm not too worried about that. I'm just going to check out their noses. It's not really an issue, like a cold sore. It hurts, it can look gross, but actually, for your overall health, it's not a massive issue. And again, like cold sores, ORF tends to come out in older sheep when they're stressed, their immune system is suppressed a bit, or they've just lambed, for example. And the worst situation you'll have normally is when you've got in lamb ewes, they give birth, and then they can get ORF sores on their nipples and their teats, and then the lambs can get it and transmit it, and it can spread through the flock because they might go and suckle on somebody else. But as an ongoing disease, it's not a massive deal. Now, there is a vaccine for ORF, but it's a live vaccine, and what you do is you take a needle and you basically scratch the ORF onto the back of the ear or the inner thigh of the front leg. I don't like doing that because essentially you're then giving your entire flock ORF antibodies, and again those scabs can then become infectious and spread it, and then you're more likely to pick it. So I tend to just let it run its course and isolate anybody that's got it really, really badly, just so they don't spread it. Oh, you're a beast. So I've got Monty. I didn't want to tip Consuela because she might be pregnant. But here's Monty. And then can you just see those spots right on the end of his nose? I don't think it's off. They pretty much just look like little scabs. I'm just going to check his gums as well, because Orf has bleeding gums. Oh, Monty. I know. Come here. Oh. I mean, you can stand up if you want. So his gums are totally fine. Don't knock into the camera. Yeah, his gums are fine. I'd forgotten how strong that Mr. Montague is. Very strong, aren't you? Because you're a primitive sheep. It would have been easier to easier to tip. I don't want to tup anybody. It'd be easier to tip Capulet, wouldn't it? But Cap's got no scabs. So what do I think it could be? Well, if you look down here, can you see all of this fleece in the blackthorn? So I'm fairly sure actually it's where they've just been nibbling at the blackthorn, and obviously, as its name suggests, there are thorns, and I think they've probably pushed their faces in and just got some scratches. So fingers crossed it's not off, but if it is, they haven't got it badly at all, so I'm not too worried. I've also still got that poorly rooster at home, and he's not getting worse still, but he's not getting any better. He's got vitamins in his water, he's got vitamins on his food, but today I'm going to go on a bit of a bug search and see if I can give him some extra protein and goodness from a few woodlice, worms, small slugs and snails and things like that. Sluggies! This weather is giving me life today. I know we've still got February and March to come, and they can be very cold, but I'm more than happy because the seasons are changing. By the way, the white blob in the distance, not this one, but this one, is Ulysses, who is out and about on his travels. Can we get him? There you go, you can just about see him. He's so naughty. But he needs to enjoy his freedom while he's got it, because soon I'm going to be putting up stock fencing around the caravan too.